class, I will be solving the problem in section 5.5, question number 8. So it says, a survey of adults found that 50% of those who text on cell phones receive spam or unwanted messages. You randomly select 100 adults who text on cell phones. Complete parts A through D. So the first thing actually in this question is to determine whether a normal distribution can be used to approximate the binomial distribution to choose the correct answer. First, we have to get the facts. So n equals 100, and the percentage is 57, or 0.57 in decimal point form, and then the q is 1 minus p, which is 0.43. And so we need to find the standard deviation of this. And we see that this is the square root of 100 times 0.57 times 0.43. And this is 4.9508. So we're going to come back to this later. But to determine, we can say that A and B is wrong because n times q is clearly larger than 5, and n times p is also clearly larger than 5. So then yes, n times p and n times q is greater than 5. So our first question is part A. It says find the probability that the number of people who receive spam or unwanted messages is exactly 59. So the way to find this is you're going to get the lower value and the upper value. So you do 58.5 minus 57. You divide this by 4.9508. So equals 0.30 as your z-score, and you transform this to find your percentile, which is 0.6179. And then you do your greater value, which is 59.5 minus 57 divided by 4.9508. This equals to 0.50 as your z-score. You're going to turn this into your percentile, and you find these percentiles on your z-score tables that's provided to us by the professor. And the percentile is 0.6915. In order to find this, you're going to have to subtract the greater score, or greater percentile, 0.6915 minus 0.6179. And this equals 0.0736. That's your answer for A. And so secondly, it says sketch the graph of the normal distribution with the indicated probability shaded. And so this is clear. You don't really have to click to maximize, only if you want to be for certain. But if you compare A, B, and C, it's clearly B because it only shows 59 is marked. And then B, it says find the probability that the number of people who receive spam or unwanted messages is at least 59. So at least that shows that at the end of this, you're going to have to subtract the percentile from 1, because this shows that at least 59, which means you want the percentage that's on the right side of the distribution. So for B, we're going to do 58.5 minus 57 divided by standard deviation. This is 0.3. We got this earlier. And this is 0.6179. So 1 minus 0.6179 equals 0.3821. This is your answer. We're going to do the same thing for the graph. We're going to see which is on the right side, and A is clearly on the right side. So your answer is A. And then lastly, we're going to do C, which is find the probability that the number of people who receive spam or unwanted messages is fewer than 59. Sorry for the pause. I was trying to figure out the video. But so C is find the probability that the number of people who receive spam or unwanted messages is fewer than 59. So we should remember that we answered question A over here. We already used 58.5. Also for B as well. So we can just kind of skip that and then know that it's 0.3, and then that's 6.6179 because this is what we should do. So we don't really have to do it again. And so simply put that we don't really need to do an equation. It's 0.6179. That's your answer. Then we have our last question, which says identify any unusual events. So we can see that none of these are unusual because they're all above greater than 0.05. So that's how you do question 8 on section 5.5 homework.